Hello, hello. How are we today? We're in black and white today. Black and white. So, have you been holding yourself back from doing stuff on social media, building a brand perhaps on social media, because you don't feel that you're successful enough yet? You don't feel that you're good enough. Who's going to listen to you? That's what we're talking about today. Hello, Tiffany. How are you today? So what happens when I put my hat on? I got two hats on. How about we get rid of the filter so I can see you and you can see me? There we are. There's the color. How are you? How are you? How are you? Oh, where's my hat? There's my hat. It is your online crew captain, Helen, here. How are you? Hi, Teresa. How are you going? Lovely to see you on live. So today we're going to talk about, those feelings that go through your head. Yeah, I want to do more on social media. I want to be more active on social media. I want to build my brand on social media, but I haven't really had that much success yet. So who am I? Like, who's going to listen to me? What are people going to think of me? All that stuff that goes running through your head that holds you back. Does this sound familiar? Can anybody relate? If anybody can relate, drop me a palm tree down below. Hello, is it, how do you pronounce that? Isela? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hey, Tony, how are you? Lovely to see you all on live. So drop me the palm tree emoji, guys. As you're coming in, say hello. Tell me where you are coming in from. So we've got our little sort of palm tree setting here. If you have not met me before, my name is Helen Martin and I am your online crew captain. So we just have a community of online business builders here, home-based business owners that are building their business online, leveraging social media with modern strategies. So we don't want to hassle anyone about our business. We don't want to do any old school techniques and hassle our family and friends. We want to learn modern social media strategies to build our business so we can get all on this cruise ship, because we're generating lots of income that our businesses are doing really well, so we can run our business not only from anywhere, but we can party while we're doing it. Does that sound good to you? If that sounds good to you, then put, I don't know, a different kind of emoji down, just something different. Hello, Rob. How are you today? Lovely to see you on live. Now, straight after this live, guys, in half an hour, I am going to put a training video. Hello, Helen. Lovely to see you on live. I'm putting a training video in my private Facebook group called Social Media Strategies for Home Business. What's it called? Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. Is that what it's called, guys? Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. I think that's what it's called. I've got it in the description above anyway, but it wouldn't let me tag the page. So if you're not already in that group, go into that group, join the group. I'm putting a little training video in there after this live regarding how you use the 3D photo feature on your phones. Now, just a little, might be a little bit of a downer for you. If you've got an old mobile phone, it won't work for you. So it does depend on the type of phone that you've got as to whether you can use this feature, but it's really cool. So you can put photos up like on Facebook or your social media and they look 3D. It's really awesome. So I've got a training video going up in my private Facebook group. It's free to join. Go over there and you can see that, shortly as well. So just anything that you can do that's a little bit different, that can get eyeballs on you looking at your stuff and say, oh, that's different. I haven't seen that before. That's a good thing on social media, because it's all about, attracting attention, and becoming an influencer online. And this is where a lot of people stop themselves, because I think, I'm a nobody. I'm not really anybody. I'm just me doing my thing. Who's going to listen to me on social media? So that's what we're talking about today. Hello, Tina. Lovely to see you on live. If you are in my free Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, then put the fishy down along with your palm tree, because the little fish emoji is our emoji for that group. The palm tree emoji is our little community here. So if you're in both, you can put down both emojis. So let's get on to the content. So you're thinking, yep, I want to build my business on social media. How you going, Sean? Lovely to see you on live. But you're sort of second guessing who you are, what value you've got to bring, because you're not really successful even in your home business yet, but you know this is the way of the future. You know this is where everyone's at. You've got wind of this thing called attraction marketing. You know it's really important. You know people's and the coconut, Rob. I love the coconut, so thank you for the coconut, Rob. And you know it's where you need to, you know, if you want to build your business in the modern way, it's where you need to be. So in any kind of marketing, you want to go where the people are at. Where are people at? They're on these silly little things. Unfortunately, you know, people used to talk to each other. Imagine that. You know, the downfall with, you know, technology is that it's everybody's fingertips now, and people do not communicate like they used to. People don't have conversations like they used to. You see the young ones, they're sitting in the same room, they're texting each other. Or they're messaging each other through Messenger and they're sitting in the same room. Or you go to a family gathering and all the young ones, well, even the adults, yeah, it wouldn't be me that's just guilty with that. But you've got your phone like right there, do we not? It's right there, and you're always glancing at it, or, you know, an alarm goes off, you know, it's always there. It's a shame that that's the way it is, but it is. But if you're building a business online, that's where you want to be, because that's where the people are. The beautiful thing about the internet is there's 2 billion people on, you know, the platform, just Facebook, let alone things like Instagram and LinkedIn and Pinterest and Twitter and all the others. 2 billion people on Facebook, you know, 2 billion users on Facebook per month. So it gives you the opportunity to leverage yourself, to build your brand, to give value to people. And so you've got to start from somewhere. That's the really important thing to sort of remember. Rob, they don't even use doorbells now. Yeah, what is the world coming to, Rob? Like, honestly, it's, yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Imagine, I fear, you know, when my kids, who are only 10 and 11 now, what's it going to be like when they're 15 or 16, which is, you know, not that far away, but technology moves so fast. Like, you can have this on a watch now. I haven't got one of those, but, you know, people have told me that's even worse, because you don't even have to pick it up. All you have to do is go like that. Like, an alert comes in or an email comes in, and you're just living your life by technology. So I digress. You know, it is what it is, but it gives you huge opportunities to build a business through social media. So the one thing to note with when you don't feel sort of successful enough yet, and you're thinking, you know, who am I? Who's going to listen to me? Anybody you look up to on social media didn't start with a guaranteed following. So social media is all about creating influence and obviously gaining a following, so more and more people sort of listen to you. But no one goes online with a guaranteed, you're not going to start a business Facebook page and then have 10,000 people there overnight. Like, everybody starts somewhere. The major problem is that people are impatient. People give up way earlier than they should. Hang on, who's jumping on here? Hello, Andrew, how are you? Yes, Tina, they are just things. And yes, they all cost money. You know, it's funny how the young ones can't afford some things, but they'll afford technology. Hey, Robin, how are you? So everybody starts from somewhere, and most people give up before they find their following, they find their tribe. So I would encourage you with your online journey, you do need to be patient, and you do need to be consistent, and you need to be showing up even when you don't want to. Otherwise, you won't make it on social media because there are plenty of other people out there that are consistent, that are giving awesome value. So people will just move on. If you don't turn up, somebody else will in their news feed and they're gone. So it really is something that you have to put consistent effort into. But I do want to reiterate, you don't have to be a guru and you don't have to be majorly successful or even minorly successful, if that's such a word. Rob, building momentum is important. Yes, you've got to build momentum. Tony, you set up a blog today. Good for you. Congratulations. So it's about, being consistent, but you don't have to be successful to be somebody that can give value to other people. You don't need to be successful to be somebody that cares, shows empathy, gives awesome value, and can learn something from somebody else and teach it to others. Do you need to be successful to do that? Do you need to be successful to get on Facebook and share really awesome content that you've learnt? Doesn't mean anything if you are already successful or not, if you're giving awesome value, to people. So, tell me what you think about that, yes or no. But Rob, yes, you have to start somewhere. Tina's saying absolutely. So you absolutely have to be successful first, or absolutely you're agreeing with what I said before. I can interpret that two different ways. But, it does help. I won't lie. It does help if you've already got some success behind you, because you can use that in your story. But it doesn't mean you have to have it to give valuable information to other people, to go and learn some awesome content from somebody else, turn around and teach it to others. So then you're the one that's providing the value. You're the one that's, giving the information. So some words that I would encourage you to remember is learn, do, teach. Yes, Andrew, like what Rob said, you have to start somewhere. From what you said and what you said before too, Tina, thanks for clarifying that. So you learn something and, you put it into action, yourself, but you teach it to others. So that you don't have to have success behind you to do that. You don't have to be a guru to be valuable to other people. You know how you make more money? You know how you build your business? Become more valuable. You can be valuable to people without having huge dollars in your bank account. You can be super valuable to people without being a guru behind it. So people will pay when they establish value. Why do people buy things? Is because they see the value in it. People won't buy if they don't see the value in it. But if they see the value in it, then people will buy, people will shift, people will want more information about what you've got if they see value in it. So when you lead with value, you don't need success behind you. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, send me some likes and loves, or put the emoji down. I'm just going back to some comments here. Rob, you'll be surprised how much value you can give. Yeah, but you know what gets in the way? Your ego. Who am I? Who's going to listen to me? I'm nobody really. I don't have success. I'm not that you're a failure, but you're not seeing yourself as somebody that can give value because you don't have the success behind you yet. Maybe the success is to come. But if you just learn something that you find valuable to you and you think it'll be helpful to other people and you pass that information on, then you can become somebody of value in social media. When people perceive you as being somebody who's giving valuable information, they'll come back for more. And when they come back for more, you'll grow your following. So the big issue here is, not issue, the angle that you need to come from is value, 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 value. where people get it all wrong is they're still leading with the sale. It's still leading with what I want from you. So I don't come on live every day wanting anything from you. I am here to share value with you and teach you things. And if I teach you things and you think it's worthy information, you'll keep coming back. And thankfully, a lot of you do. But if I started just pitching things to you, or even if I was like a billionaire, and I kept, saying to you, I've done this and I've done that and I've achieved this and I'm awesome and I've done it all. So you should learn from me because I'm the best. A few things there. One, it'll probably put you off because it's not really genuine and authentic. And the other thing is, there's lots of reasons for that. And it almost makes it too far away. So, somebody that's, multiple millionaire, billionaire that's teaching, it's like, I could never achieve that. It's almost the goal is way too far away. And I've had people that have come to me that have tried to reach out to people that are far more successful than me, but they won't even answer their message. They don't even get a response. So then they reach out to me and we could be offering the same things. The thing is, they've got a profile behind them. So they charge like thousands of dollars. I don't have as big a profile. I give 10 times the value and I charge next to nothing. So people are coming back to me because I can actually give them more value and I'm closer to them in their journey than somebody who's super, super, super successful that they can't even get in contact with you. Does that make sense? Send me some likes and loves if you're sort of following my message there. So sometimes people can resonate with people that are more real. And this is where we've got to let the guard down with being successful, being perfect, having the right backdrop, knowing everything about everything. You just need to be you, guys. That's what gets you your following. When you're real and you're authentic and you're genuine and you give value to people and you don't expect anything in return. That's how you can build a personal brand online. So pick your niche area. A couple of days ago, I did what was it? Where do you start by building a personal brand? So you have to go through the exercise. And, if any of you want to join me on my branding course next week, where I work with you for a month to nut all of this out. What is your brand? What do you stand for? What value are you going to bring people? What page do you set up? How do you set up the page? What content do you put on the page? How do you get people on the page? How do you attract people to you? When you've got them there, how do you keep them there? How do you get them to engage with you? How do you get them to interact with you, to start building your brand online. So I can teach you all of that in my branding course. So there's already heaps of people in there and I'm going to have to cut it off. Because I do live calls with all the participants. And so I go through what you've created and go, it's a bit confusing to me. If it's confusing to me, it's going to be confusing to your audience. We need to change that. We need to update that. We need to go here, do this, whatever. Or that looks awesome. You've done an amazing job. Right, now let's do this, this, and this, and this. I can teach you all of that for a dirt cheap price. It's the last time I'm doing the course for that price because I'm giving you way too much. For way little, and I've got to start valuing myself more. And I don't say that selfishly. I give everything to that course and to you guys to set up your brand online, and I have to start valuing myself a little bit more in that process. So if you want help with your branding, drop the word brand down below in the comments section and I'll send you the information across that you can check out. Now I'm just going to go back to some comments here. That's true, Helen. That's why I'm starting my blog plus learning more about my business. Awesome, Tony. Lack of confidence. Yeah, that's where a lot of people do stop themselves, Robin, and that's mainly the ego piece. It's like I'm not good enough. I don't have enough confidence in myself. Are people going to judge me if I go live? If I do a Facebook live and say something, what are people going to think? All that kind of stuff comes from ego. You're just worrying about what other people think. Positive thinking, Helen. Yeah, it is value all the way, and the money will come. Yes, Rob. Love the value you give, learning a lot from you. Oh, thank you, Tony. Appreciate that comment there. That's why you'll go much further. Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for your comments, guys. Like, appreciate the interaction there. But it really is, and this is why I talk about personal development and personal growth and that like once a week, because the biggest one of the biggest things that can hold ourselves back with our online journey and going out there and putting yourself out there on social media is this fear of what are people going to say? What are people going to think? What if I get judged? What if I look like an idiot? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I stumble my words? What if I don't look confident when I'm delivering the message? That's all ego. It's all worried about what other people think about us. And we need to learn to let that go, because those people don't pay your bills. Those people don't build your business. Those people are not, the ones that are creating the value. You have to think about yourself, and more importantly, think about the value you can bring to other people. That's when your brand grows. So it's not about the got a poor connection. Are we back? Are we here? Can somebody just send me some likes and loves and let me know that you can hear me? Because I've just got an unstable internet connection message there. So I want to make sure that you're still with me here. I'm not seeing anything. Oops, what am I doing now? Is anyone there? I've missed a whole lot of comments here. Close and support it. Oh, there's a like. Thank you, whoever that was. Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? I didn't see you jump on live. Your content is hugely valuable. I appreciate you. Oh, girl, you're gorgeous. I love you. Lisa Brand, I'll send you that information over to you. You are a good teacher. Thank you, Tina. So you're back. You're back with me. Awesome. Tina, yes, don't worry about what other people think. I get it, guys. It is hard not to. We are human beings, and it is really hard not to worry about what other people think of us. But if you stay in that bubble, if you worry about that too much, it's going to be really difficult. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Robin. It's going to be really difficult for you to grow your brand online if you worry about what other people think. Trust me, when you find your little voice, so you nail down your branding, and please, even if you don't join me in my branding course, you must work out your branding message. Go back to the video from a couple of days ago where I said, where do you start? You really need to work out what problem it is that you're solving for people. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to teach people? What do you want people to look at you and go, oh, she's the health and wellness girl, or he's the social media guy, or whatever it is. What is your little niche that you want to tap into? And just go for it with value. Give, 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 give. Yes, in the beginning, it might seem like a hard slog because you're giving and no one's watching. You're doing maybe Facebook Lives and you've got a big fat 0. Nobody's watching. Awesome, because that's how you practice getting really good at Facebook Live, getting really confident, asking for interaction when no one's there, going, if you agree with me, drop the number 1 down below, and no one's watching, but who cares? That's your training wheels when no one's there. So when people are there, you're on a roll. Like, put the number 1 down below if you agree with me. Put the word replay down below if you're watching the replay. If you're not sure who I am, I'm Helen. I'm your online crew captain, blah, 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 blah. Like, it just starts to roll. So you want to practice when no one's there. So when they are there, you are really good on camera. If you want to build a brand, there is no way around not going live, guys. So if that's a fear that you have, you need to get over it. You need to put your big girl pants on or big boy pants on and go live often. That is a huge fear for people, and it comes back to ego. I don't want to go live. You know, all of that kind of fear, it's all ego, guys. Get over it. If you want to build a business on social media, if you want to start to build a personal brand, you've got to do live video. Take the pressure off yourself, though, from thinking, I'm not successful enough yet. Who's going to listen to me? I don't have this really powerful story of rags to riches. Tony, I'm shy. It's scary to me. I get it, Tony. But you know the beautiful thing about a Facebook Live? You're looking at yourself. You're not even looking at, like a Facebook Live, you can have heaps of people watching the replay. They're not there. You get up on stage and you got a whole lot of faces looking at you. Whole different story. But the beautiful thing about a Facebook Live is that you're actually only looking at yourself. So just let down the barriers and treat it like you're talking to a friend. That's really where you need to pitch a Facebook Live. So I see a lot of people do Facebook Lives and suddenly they go from being a human being to being a robot. And, you know, they've written notes and they're trying not to make it look like they are reading or looking at notes. That's not real. If you've got notes, just go, hey guys, I've got notes here with me today because I got some awesome content for you and I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. I was terrible when I first went live because coming from the corporate world, from a life of wearing suits every day and lobbying government politicians and giving speeches and stuff like that, I was all about, I have to be professional and I can't use notes. So I'll write my notes out, then I'll memorize it for like 2 hours and then I'll try to go on live and memorize it all. I'll put all this pressure on myself. For what? It's not authentic. It's not real. It's not genuine, and you can see straight through it. So you don't want to be that person. You actually just want to be you. You don't need to be successful to be you. You are you whether you are successful or not. You are you whether you know a lot or a little. You can be valuable to people if you are successful or not. You following me? I hope you're following me because it's really, you can be super, super powerful. Just don't have huge expectations in the beginning because if you don't have a following already, you have to create one. But you have to earn that. You don't marry somebody until you've had dates and a courting period for a period of time. And then you might get engaged for 6 months to 12 months or years even. You don't marry somebody when you just meet them. So why, when you go on social media, would you expect somebody to buy something off you when they really don't know who you are? They don't know if they trust you yet. They don't know if you're giving valuable information. But if you show up over and over and over again and give really good value and expect nothing in return, then that's when you grow your tribe. And whatever you're talking about over and over again, your vibe will attract your tribe. Those that don't want to listen to you, those that don't see your information as valuable, who cares? Let them self-delete themselves. Or if they don't click the like button, awesome, because you don't want them there. You understand where I'm coming from? Send me some likes and loves if you're hearing my message here, because I really want to get across to you that anybody can do this. And if you want to get paid more in your business, if you want to generate a really good business on social media, just give value. Come from a place of value, but be real about it. Don't jump on social media and post things and go live trying to be somebody that you are not. It's just you being you. Don't worry about if you're shy, Tony. Only practice will help overcome that. But that will become rewarding, Tony, because you'll go live one day and somebody will send you a message saying, you have no idea how much that helped me. Or I really needed to hear that today. Or that was a really good idea. Thank you. Messages like that, and your confidence will grow, Tony. So the only way you can get the confidence is to do it. Is it scary? Yep. When you go live, are you going like that? Maybe. Yes, but you've got to start somewhere. Mel Robbins theory, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it anyway. Push the live button, go. Your heart's pounding. So be real about that. Just be genuine about your journey and say, you know, I'm just being totally honest here. This is my first Facebook Live, if it is. Tell people that. Go, I'm super nervous. Do you know how real that is? People connect with real more than you ever will know. And you'll only know that when you start doing it yourself. So take the pressure off. You don't have to be perfect. People love imperfection because are we perfect, guys? Are you perfect? Am I perfect? Do people walk around being perfect? Is anybody on this planet perfect? Show me that person. There might be some people out there that are close to it, but even the people that you think are perfect have probably got a lot going on the inside of their head that make them less than perfect. So, you know, just get rid of the ego and get rid of the misconception that you have to be somebody that's had success behind you for you to be valuable and help other people. Learn, do, teach. So learn something, you know, do it, put it in action yourself. And then teach it and just teach it to other people. And I can show you ways of doing this when you don't have your own blog, you don't have your own information, you don't have your own videos, you don't have your own ebooks, you don't have your own stuff behind you to offer people. I can show you a way to do that in my branding course. So you can use other people's information. So it's credible, valuable, awesome content that might be written or videos, you know, from somebody else. We call it an exposure agent. So you can use an exposure agent to provide the value to your audience until you get confidence and information of your own. So that's something that I teach you in the branding course. If you honestly think, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what value to bring my audience, I'm passionate about this and I want to share it and I want to build my business online, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about, you know, every day, all day, you know, on social media. And I don't want to be a slave to my page, that I'm there on that page every day. Is this really what I want? I'll show you ways and tricks and strategies and tools and online options to automate things so you're not a slave to your page, where to get content from, how do you come up with a content creation strategy. I can teach you all of that in my branding course. So that is starting on Monday. There is a number of you already in there. So just put the word brand down below if you want to look at the information on that, because I'm not offering this course anymore at the price. This is the last round I'm going to offer it at that price because it's too cheap. Too cheap, I say. Robin, okay, then I have a difficult time talking to myself. You mean you're talking bad things to yourself? Is that what you mean, Robin? Just second guessing yourself? Oh, hey Tom, how are you? Didn't see you jump on. Thanks for the encouragement. You can do it, girl. Anybody can do this. If you come from a place of wanting to help other people, and just being really genuine and really you, not trying to be somebody that you're not, and just jump on and speak like you're talking to a friend, rather than, oh, I've got notes and oh, I have to read my notes. That's not real. So you just want to be you. So take the pressure off. Nobody's perfect. Aren't you perfect, Sean? I heard you were perfect. Close to it. No, nobody's perfect. The crux of what to remember, no, when you go live, you talk to yourself. Is that what you're saying? At the end of the day with going live, the only thing you ever, like any skill in life, like when you learn to ride a bike, you don't get on a bike and you can ride a bike perfectly. We don't do anything perfectly the first time, so don't expect anything different of Facebook Lives. Expect yourself to be bad. If you stuff up, tell people and acknowledge it and laugh at yourself. Because I say this over and over again, people prefer people that are real. You know, same thing I've said many a time. People get, the kids aren't quiet. The kids are around. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Do it with the kids interrupting you. It makes you real. That's what people are dealing with in their life. So show people that you can do this while you've got kids at home. Like, you know, when you try to make everything perfect, it's not real. So don't use the excuse, I can't because I don't have the proper backdrop, I don't have the proper lighting, I don't have a proper mic. I'm on my phone. I don't have a microphone plugged in or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I've got this now, but this was all stuff I had at home. I didn't go out and create a set. This picture was already on a wall in a different room. All this stuff here is from a cruise we went on last year. Kids bought captain's hats. We got these. You know, the only thing I bought was my little palm here, which I'm trying to keep alive. I think I need to water it, actually. I might do that afterwards. Anyway, moving on. So learn, do, teach. That's one of the strategies. You don't have to have all the information. You don't have to be successful. You don't have to get up there and say how wonderful you are. You just need to learn some information, teach it, and be valuable to others. So share what you're learning with others, and there is information all around you. You may not know where yet. I can teach you in the branding course, but there is information all around you that you can give, you know, that's valuable to others. And if you're still lacking information, you can use an exposure agent, and I'll explain what all of that means. And so you'll have content, you know, coming out of your whatever, so you're never short of content to talk about, you know, when you're building your personal brand. So anybody can do this. Just lower your expectation of how quick or slow it's going to take. Like, who shared with us yesterday? Was it Julianne, or I think it was Julianne, said that Gary Vee, who's super successful, you know, online now, did videos on YouTube for a year and no one was watching for a year. So, you know, I mean, it shouldn't take that long, but just, you know, just absorb that. Tony, I want to help other people. Wanted to be an X-ray tech, but life happened. Medical field was my passion. Can I open that up? No, I can't open up. So I'll read that when I get off the live. Thank you for sharing though, Tony. There's content right here. Listen to my lives. Regurgitate it as your own lives. Like, there is content all around us. Good point, Tom. I'll speak to you, what, in 20 minutes or so? So I better get off this live, but I hope that just gives you a little bit of confidence. Let the guard down, guys. You don't have to be successful to be valuable to other people. Just find your little niche that you want to help people with. Give value to people on that particular topic. If you need help in this area, put the word brand down below so I can teach you how to do all of this and execute it. Because when it comes to building a brand on social media, you can go 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction. And we don't want you to do that because, as some of you might know, my two pets' hates are wasting time and money. You don't want to do that. Sean, you're almost perfect. I'm sure you are almost perfect, Sean. That's cool. So thank you for being here with me today to continue this conversation on branding. Personal branding will make or break your future on social media. So either you're there or you're not, either you're doing it really well or you're not, but I would encourage you to learn the skills you need to learn to get it right. So when you start your personal branding journey, it all moves in a very positive direction. Really important to get all the pieces together, but get the order right as well, because there is really an order that you need to sort of follow. So, awesome to have your interaction. Thank you for joining me, guys. I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Now, for those of you in my private Facebook group, the video's already gone up regarding how to use 360 videos. So if you're not in that group, get yourself in that group and go over and watch that video so you can learn how to use 360, not 360, 3D photos on your mobile phone. So I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Bye.